Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to the Season 5 Chun-li breakdown. The hardest part about making this video was choosing what costumes to use. Let's jump right in. First thing we got, she got a vitality and stun buff from 950 to 975 health, and her stun is moved from 950 to 1000. Forward dash changed to be in close contact with the opponent after the move ends. No change to the movement distance. I'm guessing this has to do with how the move is animated. So after the forward dash, her hurt box is probably closer than it was before. Koshuto for forward throw. Added 2 frames of recovery on hit. Decrease the separation distance after the throw. So a little bit less advantage, but they also are closer after you do the forward throw. So you can actually do some Oki after this. +1. Standing medium punch. Reduce the pushback on block. So this is a buff. You still can't do 2 because it is such a short range move. But you can still do something like this with light punch. Maybe a sequence like this. Standing hard punch. Disadvantage on block reduced from -5 to -4. Increase the pushback distance on block. Expanded the backwards hurt box during recovery. So it's safer, definitely, because it's -4 now, and it has more pushback, leaving the opponent farther away after you use it. But it also can be whiff punished more easily. I'd say this has been adjusted to be a safer poke tool, but more easily whiff punished by opponents. Standing medium kick. Reduce the hurt box that appears before the hitbox active frames. So this move will be a little bit harder to be interrupted when it is thrown out. Crouching light punch. Reduce the collision box for the 4th and 5th frames. Increase the pushback distance on hit. Increase the pushback on block. Pushes the opponent farther away on block and on hit. Not sure why they would do this. Maybe this is to compensate for the fact that standing medium punch now has reduced pushback. Maybe. But not sure why they would do this. This seems like a slight nerf. It could just be an adjustment. A similar change for crouching light kick. Increase the pushback distance on hit and on block. I'm pretty sure you could do this 3 times at one time. You can't anymore. Very strange. Taking tools away from Chun-li. She wasn't exactly top tier before, so not sure that's necessary. Crouching medium kick. Advantage on hit increased from 0 to +2 frames. Expanded the forward hitbox. This is a good buff. The crouching medium kick now has more range and now has more frame advantage on hit. Good for cancels with V-trigger or pressure, and also whiff punishing. This buff also applies to her crouching medium kick in V-trigger 1 as well. Jumping medium punch. Ease the combo count. So this means we can do a bit more juggles after this move. See if we can do an example here. That's a nice little buff. Yoso Kyaku. Emphasize the priority input when performing a special move cancel. So that's this move right here. And this just means you can cancel into her lightning legs move a bit more easily because it will be a priority on the inputs. For her lightning legs, change the V trigger and cancel and the CA cancel timing. Lightning legs. Increase the pushback distance on hit when performed as a cancel from standing medium punch. So after you perform lightning legs, On hit, you're at +4 advantage, but the pushback causes none of her faster light moves to be able to reach. So while you are at an advantage, you're not at too much of an advantage. But you can still pressure with maybe this tool, maybe standing medium kick, forward medium punch. Now to what I think is her biggest buff. Her hard lightning legs change the final hit to cause blowback on knockdown. So this is big because before, to get a knockdown Chun-li, you had to either do her spinning bird kick, which was kind of tricky to do from standing medium punch into crouching medium kick. It took some time, or you had to use her EX lightning legs. But now that you can use her hard lightning legs, and you can combo into that from her crouching medium kick, that is a big pressure buff. Very good buff, very good. Light airborne lightning legs. You eased the height restriction when performed as a cancel from jumping medium punch. Increased the blowback time for the second attack when performed as a cancel from jumping medium punch. So this basically means you can perform the light air legs from at a lower height after doing it from jumping medium punch. Could give some pressure. Adds pressure, adds offense. You can even cancel into CA after it. It's pretty cool. Light spinning bird kick will not be performed if light punch is input at the same time as the command is completed. This seems like a bug fix for if the light spinning bird kick move would come out unintentionally when you press light punch instead of light kick. This bug fix also transfers over to her light kick Hoken. Will not be performed if light kick is input at the same time as the command is completed. This has no effect if performed from a cancel. Bug fix, that's fine. Rankyaku V skill increased the active frames from 4 frames to 6 frames. Gave active frames 5 and 6 the same hurtbox as the 4th frame. So this just means that her V skill is a bit more active on hit now as she flies through the air. Her CA changed the amount of EX meter gain the opponent gets on block from 0 to 3 times 16 plus 2. This seems to be a change across all characters, where if the opponent blocks your CA, they get more meter than they did before. Now let's talk about her V skill 2. Not that much to talk about, to be honest. So it's a flip kick that has 2 different ranges. There's a far range and there's a close range. This move is not an overhead. It is also -4 on block, so slightly punishable depending on what range you hit it. But it does give some Oki. Like you can get some pressure after it hits. You can also cancel into V-trigger. And there's some combos you can get after this as well. It has some projectile invincibility as well, but not much. So you see, it will only work at very specific ranges. Like if you really see the fireball coming, then you can avoid it with it, but it has to be a read, I think. Else you could just end up landing right on top of it. Overall, it's okay. This V-skill 2 is okay. You can use it to avoid projectiles. You can use it to get in quickly, canceling to V-trigger. If you use it with VT2, you're plus. So it's good for more offense. I would say it's might be a better offensive tool than her V-skill 1. Overall, I'd say Chun-Li this season, she got some buffs. The best one being her hard lightning legs causing a knockdown now. Some of the and her medium kick having more range and more advantage on hit. Her crouching medium kick. The other stuff is suspect at best, like her light punch and light crouching light kick changes that causes more pushback on hits. Not sure why they would do this. The standing medium punch causing less pushback on block is good for pressure. Not S tier, maybe A tier. Her damage is roughly the same, but she has a lot more pressure now being able to with this change to her hard lightning legs. Overall, Chun-Li's a better character than she was last season, I think, for sure. The air lightning legs and the air medium punch changes are nice as well. So yeah, guys, if you want to play her, she has tons of costumes. She's animated well. She has cool looking combos. It'll probably take a little bit harder to learn, but I would say definitely worth playing. And thanks for watching.